there, folks. I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to talk to you about how the channel is doing and thank all of you for your efforts and making this channel as successful as it's been. If you've been paying attention to the channel for a little while, you know that the steam kind of came out of the ship for a little while. With my dad's health issues going on in December, January, February, I had to focus on my own personal life and not so much on growing this channel. But with March and April, we've really started to kick things back into gear. We've seen some really, really positive results. It's been a while since I've talked about how the channel is doing and the results of all the different stuff that's been going up, and I think it's probably high time that we talk about it. So I've got a couple things I want to talk about. Today I want to talk about the subscriber base and how much that's growing and why that is growing. I want to talk about the free money giveaway thing, which is exciting for me, and I'm excited to see where that's going to go with the channel. As far as who has signed up for that, how many people we have signed up, and how that's going to work. And then I want to talk about general direction of the channel and what I want to continue to focus on from here going forward as we're going into this. So for those of you who are new here, welcome back to Good Things for Good People, the little tiny YouTube channel with great big dreams, a change in the world for good, one view and one viewer at a time. That means you. You join me tonight at work. This is what I do for my day job, and I've been finishing off a video for work, so I wanted to take a time while that's uploading to talk with you folks. Over the last couple of weeks, as I said, we have started to kind of really see this thing kicking back into high gear. And I'm very, very excited to see that. I kind of, to be honest with you, lost a little bit of momentum with everything that's going on with my father. He is continuing to improve, so thank you very much for everybody who has given me well wishes and prayers and that kind of thing. He is improving. Unfortunately, it's a very long improvement process. When you're in your 80s and you've gone down with broken ribs and pneumonia and all that other stuff, it's a long process to come back. And he's a big dude, so when he went down pretty hard, and that recovery and getting back to the ability to walk and have some kind of quality of life is going to be a long process. So that's not something I'm going to be able to give a lot of real positive information on as far as a real quick recovery, but he's on the mend, and I appreciate everybody who has given me well wishes and sent my father the positive energy that we really truly need. So thank you all for that. I want to get into some analytics today. I really want to talk about what this channel is all about and where we are and what's going on, what's being successful, the good and the bad of that success, and specifically how that is all tied into what this channel is all about. For those of you who have never been here, the whole idea with this channel is to focus on positivity and bringing together a community of like-minded people who want to see the world around us be a better place, to be honest with you. We all know that the things right now are not that great, whether it's political, whether it's international or national, whether it's local, whatever. It just seems like it's generally kind of a really bad negative time. The last bunch of years have kind of felt that way. And this is kind of my own personal effort of trying to fight back against all that negativity and that crap. I want to focus on, as much as we possibly can here, good things. I want to focus on positive things. I want to focus on putting good energy out there in the world, and celebrating the wins and the successes that are out there around us, and hopefully being able to positively impact people's lives as well as organizations that we can put a highlight to. So the whole idea here is you being here and watching these videos generates watch time for the channel. You spending time on this video generates interest in the channel, and that helps the channel to grow. As the channel gets monetized, the longer you spend on these videos and the more people we get that are watching these videos, that money or those views will directly translate into money that the channel will then make. Once we have that income coming in, we can then turn that money around and do really whatever we want to. The nice thing with this project is you and I are running this. This is a team effort. I couldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you folks. If you weren't the ones watching it, I wouldn't be doing anything other than just standing in the shop talking into a camera. So as we develop this thing and as we continue to get bigger and better and grow and get money out of this thing, we're going to be able to turn that money back around and reinvest it into certain people, subscribers that are going to be able to get money out of this project, as well as be able to help fund and support different charities that we choose to support along the way. Very recently in the early spring, or I guess it would be considered winter. We did a video with Battle Scarred Motorsports. It's a group of veterans racers that are of veterans, supporting veterans, that put people in race cars and help them wrench on race cars. And they are a fantastic example of exactly what I want to do here. I want to be able to highlight these little organizations that maybe don't necessarily get as much limelight as they possibly should, but have a great mission, that are doing something that's really, truly worthwhile. And there's thousands of them out there. There's thousands of them. It doesn't have to be like your Red Cross and your, the major, Goodwill and those kind of places that do massive stuff. St. Jude's. There's a lot of great things that a lot of those major charities do, but they also have major, major backing. They have huge fundraising arms that help them bring money in to be able to support what it is that they do. And there's a lot of smaller charities that don't have the ability to do that. But with the beautiful thing of the internet here, and YouTube in general, we can actually highlight some of that stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to use some of those funds that come in on a monthly basis to then redirect those at a charity that we chose for that month. And I think it's a really cool idea. I think it's a really interesting platform. The nice thing is you're basically doing charity work by sitting here watching this video. There's no donations required. I'm not asking for anything, and I quite honestly don't want you to send me anything. The whole idea here is you're going to just donate your time. That's it. Maybe tell a friend or a family member or a coworker. That's all we need from you, because your time spent here is going to be able to generate revenue just off the pure process of how YouTube works. When those ads run that you see and we all kind of hate, those ads generate revenue for the channel. Now, we're not quite monetized yet, but we're getting there. And at this point in time, I'm already going to go ahead and dip into my pocket to start making some donations happen. As I said in a previous video, which hopefully you saw, maybe you didn't, our very first viewer support form is now live on our channel, and it gives you a way, you, viewer, that if you are in a bad situation, you can actually submit your information. And this Thursday, today would be Tuesday that I'm filming this, this Thursday, the 11th, we will be putting up a live so that everybody can see how we're going to do this, and we're going to do a random organizational or a random drawing and pick out of everybody who submitted their information to see who gets my $100. Because, $100 isn't like world shattering. It's not major life changing, but it's a start. It's an effort to help people. And one thing I have very much noticed over the last couple of months is it's not necessarily the major gives that can make an impact. It's the fact that you can directly impact somebody around you, or that we can directly impact somebody around us, and they can see a personalized improvement in their world. Whether that's something as simple as helping to pay for groceries, or pay a bill, or pay towards a debt. There's all kinds of different ways that money can be used to be able to improve people's lives. Now, please don't take this to the point where I'm trying to buy viewership for this channel. That's not what I'm trying to do. There are certainly going to be people that are going to tune in because of the fact that we're getting into this whole process of being able to help our viewers financially. And I understand that that's going to be a part of this process. But I don't think that that's going to be anywhere near the lion's share of people. I think the vast majority of folks are interested in this process. They're interested in this idea and this project. And they're going to stick around and they're going to watch all the stuff. And you guys are going to support me on this project. And we're going to make revenue off of it. And yeah, we're going to give some of that money away. But I think the vast majority of people here are built for the what can we do for the communities around us. But I also do think, in all honesty, that the ability to target one particular viewer, or once we start making good money out of this channel, maybe multiple different viewers, with that targeted little infusion of money, could make a good direct impact on somebody's life. So this Thursday, as I said, the 11th, we're going to do that at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to do a live video on that, and we're going to figure out who it is that we're going to give our $100 support off to. So let me grab my laptop real quick, and we're going to go over some specifics as far as where the channel is, how we got here, what's going on, and how the viewer support form or viewer support giveaway is going. So give me 1 second. Let me get my camera set up in the office. Okay, so here we are on our YouTube studio screen. You can see our current subscriber count is 870. And this is a really great number right here, plus 83 in the last 28 days, which is great. As I said, we've seen some really good growth on the channel, which is really, really encouraging. I'm very happy about that. Analytics-wise, this is our most recent short. I posted it this morning. It is not doing very well. As you can see here, it is my worst short that I have done in a long time. But that's okay. I'm going to keep on putting the positivity out there every morning. And it was a barbecue day for me, which was good. This may take off later on in the day. You never really know. Shorts are kind of a mystical thing. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. My video that I put up earlier today is also pretty much my worst video I've put up lately. This is from Katrina and I going to watch the eclipse yesterday that happened. You can see it is lower viewership than normal, lower watch time than normal. It's also a shorter video than normal. Engagement is considerably less. It's just not a great video, I guess, that a lot of people are interested in. Maybe it's a timing issue, I don't know. But it was more of a thing that I wanted to be able to record a moment in my life and in our life. And YouTube is a great platform for that. So even if you're not interested in it, I get it, I understand. Thank you for those of you who have watched it. But it's a memory and something that I wanted to be able to share with you guys. So that's why that's up there. If you want to watch it, great, thanks, I appreciate it. It gives you a first-person perspective of what it was like to be in the totality of the eclipse that happened yesterday from the central Ohio perspective, and surrounded by a couple of hundred other people that were interested in watching it. Very, very cool experience. I'm glad to have been able to do that. It's cool to see photos and videos of it, but it's nowhere near the same experience as being actually in it. And I'm really, really glad that I got a chance to do that, and I got a chance to share that experience with my lady, Katrina, which most of you have probably never met before. My beautiful redhead better half. Anyway, let's get back to my details here. What I really want to focus on here, though, are the analytics overall of the channel. So this is over the last 28 days. We are at 27,000 views in the last 28 days, which is up 371% over the previous 28 days. We are at 175 watch hours, which is up 128% over the last 28 days. And our subscriber count has done fantastically over the last 28 days, and we've gained 83 subscribers, which is up 361% over the last 28 days. So if you look at these numbers here, this is how it looks over the last 28 days for views. This is how it looks for watch time. You can see that this has started to kind of peter off, but this is also because I have not done any long form content for the last 3 days. I didn't do anything over the weekend. So long forms are definitely the way we're getting those watch times. The short stuff is great, but it's not real great for watch time. And then if we go to our subscriber count, you can see here we've got this little nice mountain that happened. And then we're kind of petering back off, again, largely because I haven't had anything really going crazy on the shorts, and I haven't had a chance to do any long-form content. But gaining 83 subscribers is huge over the last 90 days. If I expand this out to 90 days, you can see just how much of a difference this is. You know, we were typically gaining 1, maybe 2 subscribers a day, sometimes losing more than 1 a day. But then as I kind of refocused and really got back into the swing of things, and we had a couple of things go really, really well, that's gained a lot of subscriber base, which is really great. So thank you if you are a new subscriber. I'm glad to have you here. I really do appreciate it. You are a portion of what's going to make this channel successful. So if we go into our Earn tab here, over on the left, we can actually look at some of the analytics as far as how close the channel is to monetization. We are currently at 870 subscribers of the 1,000 that we need, so we're getting there. We're doing really well. If we could have 1 more month or so at the same levels that we have right now, we'll get there. Our watch time is at 2,200 hours of 4,000, so we still need about another 2,000 watch hours on the channel to be able to really get this thing monetized and start making money off of our YouTube revenue. As with most YouTube channels, the finding subscribers thing is usually the fastest and easiest part of this process, and I've understood that for forever. That's just going to be a part of what happens here. The watch hours thing is just a matter of we've got to have something that really starts to appeal to a broader audience, and that's going to be on me. I've got to just figure out something that's going to get more people engaged and more people interested. Also, we've got to be honest about the fact that this project has now been going for about 6 months, and a lot of the people who initially subscribed to this channel are no longer paying attention to the channel, which is an unfortunate thing. We have the ability to go into our analytics and we can look at the viewership and where it's coming from, and I'll show you here in just a second of where that's coming from. And it's unfortunate that we've got a lot of people who are subscribed but that are now in zombie status and don't actually view any of the videos that are happening anymore. And that's unfortunately a portion of how YouTube goes. It's just the nature of the beast. It's hard to keep people engaged. It's hard to keep people interested in a project when I can't be doing major things because I don't have revenue coming in from this. I can't reinvest money that I'm not getting in. At this point in time, I'm several $1,000s into this project with zero return on my investment. And that's not to say that I'm discouraged about it. That's not to say that I'm not happy with where this channel is, but it is something where I'm looking at like, you know, this is just not something that's going to grow quickly. It's just an unfortunate, situation. Now, what I am hoping is with this whole involving viewership thing about where we can start giving money away to our viewers to be able to help them specifically, I think that's going to help with the returning viewership. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. You tell me. We'll see. If we look at our analytics, you can see here over the last 28 days, blue is new viewers, purple is returning viewers. You can see how few of the returning viewers are our viewership, right? And we can even drill this down even further. Let's look in the last 7 days. You can see how little of these returning viewers or these views are from returning viewers. It's almost all entirely new viewers. And if we're going to go into one specific video here, I will go back to, let's see, what's our last video that did pretty well? This free money giveaway video, right? So let's go into this. Actually, no, let me take that one step backwards. Let's go to this video, which is the one before me talking about giving away free money. So if we go into the analytics of this, 184 views, 17 watch hours, picked up 5 subscribers. Awesome. But you can see how this it slowly grew here, and then it got a decent, and then it just kind of tabled off, and it's just kind of hung out there for the last several days. Hasn't really gotten any new viewership in days. If we go into the audience, we can break this down. You can see returning viewers and then new viewers. It didn't get a lot of new viewers, but it did get some. If we go into watch time, you can see 68% are views from subscribers. 31% of minutes are from non-subscribed. If we go in here, subscribed views, 67. Yeah, 67. Now, if we go and we look at this free money giveaway video, which has 339 views at the moment, you can have, you're going to see a similar thing, but this one did very, very well. It had, I cheated a little bit and shared it to the main Lucor page, so we got a bunch of new people that were interested in this, and it kind of saw a second wind. But if we go into our engagement, it's a much less viewed video as far as time-wise goes. It's only 3 minutes and 29 or 26 seconds out of a 16-minute video. So people did click on it, but they didn't spend as much time here. And we can see that again as far as our audience goes. So we get our initial rush of people that are subscribers, and then non-subscribed people start coming in. And again, this is probably mostly from me cheating and sharing it to the YouTube channel for the Lucor page. as well as some shorts that were really starting to do well. Now, the nice thing is this channel, this page, or this view, excuse me, this video did add 15 subscribers to our group, which is great. But if we go in here and we look at subscriber time and watch time, again, we only had 100 subscribed viewers and 236 non-subscribed viewers. And this is where that really gets painful, is the viewership from subscribed people was 7 minutes and 32. Non-subscribed people watched it for 1 minute and 46 seconds. So while there is almost 2.5 times as many views from non-subscribed people, the actual percentage viewed is twice as much, essentially, for subscribed people than it is for non-subscribed people. If all of that is a little bit of overwhelming to you, I apologize. The reason I'm showing you the analytics of the channel is because I want you to understand how the channel is doing and why it's doing what it's doing, where it's going, and how it's growing. The benefit of doing a giveaway for people and kind of promoting that is that it has brought a lot of new viewership into the channel. It has helped to grow that subscriber count. The problem is some of those folks may be not necessarily interested in doing the long-term thing and helping the channel truly grow. They may just be here because they want to be here to see if they can make some money off of it, which is human nature, if we're honest. It is what it is. That's just how the process goes. I understand that. But what I'm truly looking for is a way to expand our reach and to be able to get people interested in this project and supporting this project that are truly interested in really actually helping this, not just helping themselves to a possible giveaway. As of right now, and I don't want to show you guys the too much specifics here, but as of right now, we have 29 responses to our viewer support form, which I will put a link in the bio or in the description below here for you if you're interested in signing up for that. If you're in a situation where you could use $100, we're going to pick one lucky winner, as I said, on Thursday, and we're going to give away $100, and we're going to figure out a way to transfer that money to you. Now, this is not something, technically speaking, that I have locked down to the United States. We have international viewers, and I appreciate my international viewers, and I will figure out a way to make that work if you are an international viewer and you win. I'm not going to take that out of the equation. It is what it is. If you're part of the team that's making this process successful, I don't want to kick you out of the program just because you don't live in the United States. Now, the charities that I'm going to be giving to are probably going to be U.S. based, to be honest with you. And probably for the foreseeable future will be either something local to me here that I can directly work with, or somebody I'm networked with somehow. That's probably going to be the first initial couple of giveaways as far as money that we give away to charities. But at the moment, like I said, from the analytics, we're still a long way from getting there. But all it really takes is one video to do really, really well and to take off and get a lot of viewership and rack up a bunch of watch minutes, and we're there. So that's the state of the business where we are right now. We are doing well. We are growing quickly. I don't want to discourage anybody. I don't want to be discouraged about the progress. We've done a fantastic job of growing this channel, and I truly appreciate every single one of you who are watching, who have made this far. Thank you very much for being here. I know I need to refocus on growing this channel. We were on a roll there for a while. I did a 90-day thing where a lot of people watched and a lot of people really supported the channel, and I truly do appreciate all of you who have stuck around through this. And hopefully we can bring back the other folks into the fold. If we can get to the point where even half of our viewership is from subscribers, and we've got almost 900 people subscribed to the channel now. If we can get to the point where we get 450 views per video from subscribers, it would do amazing, amazing things. Unfortunately, the process of getting zombie people that are subscribed back into the fold is a little tricky. It's hard to do. We can hope. We can hope something takes off, and maybe we'll get there, but we'll see. The thing is, with a lot of things that are important in life, it's not the quick, simple resolutions and the quick, simple things that you can do that really make a difference. A lot of times it's the legwork, it's the long hauls, it's the hard grind that really pays off. It's not the quick and easy wins. It's the stuff that you really, really work for. And in the end of things, in the grand scheme of things, I and hopefully you will appreciate what we have built here more because we did it with our own blood, sweat, and tears, and money, and time. We've earned it. We've done it. We've gone through it. We didn't have somebody hand us success. We didn't we didn't do any of the multiple different things we could do to get really big notice really, really quickly. Not saying I won't try to kind of tap into some people at some point in time, but I think there's something to be said for doing it yourselves on your own back. So thank you very much for everybody who has subscribed to this channel, who has watched this video, who watched every video. If you're new here and you haven't gone back, please, if you have a spare 10, 20, 30, 40 minutes, whatever it is, if you can go back and watch old videos and rack up some of that watch time, that's truly what will help out this channel. If you know anybody who's interested in this kind of thing, who might be interested in doing something along these lines, hey, send them a link to the video. Pay attention, do what you can do to help grow the thing, because the larger, the faster we grow the viewership base, the faster we can get the channel monetized, and the faster we can start making money. And then as we start making money, who knows what kind of great things we could do for this world. Sky's the limit. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. I do truly appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Like I said, if you made it this far, I hope you're subscribed. I'll see you on the next one. I promise I won't be a stranger. I've got a lot of things I want to talk about. And I was just talking with Clayton a little bit ago, who is up at Indian Lake in Ohio, where the tornadoes hit a couple of weeks back. And I am going to get together with him, I think, this weekend to be able to film some stuff at Indian Lake and show you guys all of the crazy stuff that happened up there when that tornado just ripped through that small town and decimated people's lives. So that'll be in an upcoming video. Then I've got some other really interesting stuff coming as well. So thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.